Just shut them off. Just turn them off. Sorry, you took too long. And now we roast you again for taking too long. Yapping about your fucking Cobalt with your Blue Lives Matter fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah.
What a nerd.
Is Rich coming?
Rich will join in a minute, I'm sure. Did you guys check your audio levels already?
That's
Yes.
We can't do it now because
We're live?
No, not yet.
that is.
Maybe.
That is, not us.
Just try and talk into the mic as much as possible.
Do you have an
Hi.
update?
Hello, hello.
Thing of the trending topics? The sheet? Oh,
Hello.
you just want to open the links from it? There's an event, and then there's a bunch of topics. And I put them in a better order because they were all messy.
You did not have it ready.
I would not even start a separate thing. Just open these links as they are, and we look at those.
Where can I find
The worst part is like they're the
I'll
ones
send it
having
to
to
you.
listen to it. It's not just you and me.
And the key is, right, when it comes to that, we need, PD will load it. Yeah. Like last week, I know when we were doing the Black Friday thing, one of the challenges was you guys knew what was next or whatever, and so you guys called for stuff, but you didn't have ready. So
Let
it's
us
almost,
load
so like whatever the order is, right?
Yeah, let us load it.
Yeah, he'll load it, and then you can ask him to, hey, scroll this way or make
Okay.
that big or the shit like that. That he could do, but in terms
But
of
just
what comes next,
keep it in.
he's deciding that based on what you've already decided.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? As opposed to last week, it was just a little all over the map because of that. This is one of the things we'll practice.
Okay.
But that we gotta let him or whoever is at the screen.
So instead of like us transitioning to like the next topic, they'll just like pop it up on the
Well,
screen.
once you did, you guys could say like next, or you can make it clear. Like you can make it
Oh,
clear that it's
I'll get you one
next.
for Christmas.
And then if you guys
Yo.
are talking too fucking long on something,
Best.
we'll load the next one.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
then
Yeah.
you'll know it's time to move the fuck off. For instance.
Yeah.
I mean, there were instances where you were like, if it was something really important, you'd tell them, say, hey, can you go back to that image? I still need it, whatever.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 48 seconds, Rich.
Did you send me the list, Rich?
It's on the podcast sheet.
We're calling it a sheet, but it's Google Doc, right?
Bring.
New intro.
You don't want to be up front? You should be up front.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's sick.
satisfying.
Which one is that?
What's the big
Oh.
circle button sound like? Probably sounds like nothing.
Stream, I can hear it. That's muted. No, it's your headphone.
I said a lot while we were in this count.
Oh, that's the real music. You have to-
That's been going. through.
Technically, you can just
Uh-oh.
mute us.
I like our intro theme. I like our stock intro theme that came with the Roadcaster. That's what I assume that is.
Oh, it came with a Roadcaster?
We didn't make that.
It's good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the PASMAG Editorial Desk podcast. We are live, as usual, on a Tuesday. Today, we're joined by Rich because Yusuf is studying for his final. Yes, the guy roasting your car every week is actually still in school.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we have the usual program for you. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happening in the automotive world, and then we're going to get to some of your feature submissions, roast them, rank them, put them in a magazine. You know the deal. We're going to evaluate. If you want to call in while we're roasting or evaluating your car, you're more than welcome. Love to hear from you. In the meantime, what did you guys get up to this weekend? Anyone do anything exciting? Anyone buy anything for Black Friday and Cyber Monday?
You mean the iPhone 16?
Ooh, subtle flex.
No pros, because I'm not a snob.
Gets an iPhone 16. I'm not a snob.
At design department.
Is it any
Design
good?
department. I'm still trying to figure out like what's so new about this, because like when you buy a new phone, you transfer the whole thing over, and it's
It
the
feels like the
exact
It
exact
looks
same
exactly the
Yeah.
same.
It's-
Yeah.
The only thing I've noticed is the camera.
Your camera is sick as hell.
The camera is pretty like I'm like I don't know what any of this does.
How much room do you have in the phone?
Oh, this is a 256.
All right.
$5 extra over a
Really?
128.
That was the Black
What?
Friday sale?
That was the Black Friday.
Ooh.
No way.
Ooh.
Dude,
That's pretty
anytime
good.
there's ever an iPhone update, I always just go to YouTube and I just like search up like, top 30 new features. Because like,
Yeah,
how are you
right.
ever going to know?
It's kind of a big
Right.
brain play. Just
is,
figure it
yeah.
out that way. Let the tech nerds figure it out for
And
you.
then they tell
Yeah.
you what to do and what it's used for. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I could use that.
You mean you don't just download the big
Wait,
one
wait.
and hope for the best?
Yo, what's everyone's phone background?
Background? You mean the wallpaper?
I go for abstract,
yeah.
Yeah, me
Kind
too.
of.
You know what? I like the kind of go all wave. I respect that background.
right?
I like it. I have this like old retro looking Game Boy as my background, so it looks like a
that
freaking
looks
Game
better
Boy.
as a back for your phone.
Right?
Well, although
I do
that
like
is
the
Didn't
time.
it?
I do like
oh,
the
I have
time
the
on
timer
it.
up. Oh, the inside is Porsche. Sorry.
Oh,
I've got this face design thing. I have no idea what the hell. It just looked cool.
Julia's quickly changing hers from
No,
the cat.
yeah.
no, it's boring.
Ah,
And
It's
she's
just
a
nice.
I
designer.
was
It's good
expecting it to be the
vibes.
cat.
No, it's just good vibes.
It's good vibes.
It's good vibes.
Do you guys buy anything?
Anything else?
Harjan, Julia?
I bought like Christmas presents,
Yeah.
which I
Smart.
will not disclose.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
Hindsight. Oh wait, I did. I bought my mom a Christmas present.
Oh.
I
Hey,
did buy something.
sweetheart.
I bought something. Okay.
Very nice.
I didn't take advantage of any of our awesome car part sales whatsoever.
No,
My,
me neither.
I don't need more.
My oldest has to store. Kids live in life. He's got two cars, right? So he's got to put the LS. He's got an LS, and he's putting it in storage. So he had to buy a car cover. $70. Amazon.
Not bad.
Not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Not bad. We should have checked eBay Motors. Sorry.
Yeah.
Motors.
Yeah, tell them next time. You didn't buy anything, Harjan? You
Yeah,
spent too
no.
much money at the concerts?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Last week, 4 concerts in a row.
4 concerts of the same
Of the
band,
same
back
band.
to
Tokyo
back to
Police
back.
Club. Well, I mean, to be fair, they were ending. They're kind of breaking up, so I had to see them 4 times in a row. But for Black Friday, just your typical stuff. I bought a power bank. It was like $20.
Oh, you still did buy that thing.
I bought that.
Adam
It
was willing to give you.
I would
one
have
of his
given you a
members.
power.
was
No, it was
such
like
a
a
good
very
deal.
fancy power bank.
It was like regular price was
super
like
charged.
$150.
What are you hooking up to need all that power in reserve?
He's playing Pokemon Go. He has to keep his phone
yo,
charged.
you know, you never play Pokemon Go at like Gage Park in Brampton, and your phone dies.
Never played Pokemon Go, ever.
No, yeah. So I got that, and then just like a little memory stick for my computer.
Hell yeah. All right, that said, we want to look at some industry news. We like to talk about events first, and the only event I can think of that happened this past weekend is the Chase Bays event at the Polecat. What do they call it? It's like Polecat Training Facility or Polecat Training Center. It's like a really sick track. I don't know if it's been drifted on before. You having some technical difficulties? But it was really cool to watch. It was like a final bout style event. It was put on by Chase Bays, so it was all like cars had to have some style and
Nice.
presumably some Chase Bays part as well. Very final bout-esque, whereas like style was mandatory. But it was cool to see a lot of the footage from the track because it's a track where they drive like open wheel formula cars, and it's a super fast track, especially for drifting. So that was really cool. I was talking to Martino about it. He was saying,
Wait, they allowed drifting on
Yeah.
that track?
yeah, and it's like
That's
a
cool.
badass track. So it got a bunch of big names like Adam LZ, Hurt, The Front Street Boys, obviously Martino from Design Shop React was there. That's the one I got the info from. A whole bunch of big names and cool cars. But yeah, very fast track. They were doing corners at like the top of third and even into fourth.
Damn, that's
So it was
sketchy.
like super fast drifting. It was sick. I don't know if any of the videos on their Instagram show how fast it is.
But I mean, like, they're all pros, so it makes sense why they would let them drive it.
Yeah, I think there was a certain like driver. This isn't like a top drift.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
disrespect,
where
but
anyone,
also some
anyone
shade.
and everyone can sign up.
Yeah, but very cool. I want to see more drift events across the world in general, where like style is mandatory. Like I get seat time cars and like hoopty missiles so you can like learn how to drift. There's nothing wrong with that, but I also don't care to like go and watch it or to like see
Yeah.
the photos from it. You know, if you've got like
That's
your
a good
bash
point.
bar BMW, I don't care. Nobody. Well, maybe some
Missing
people
a
care.
headlight, cracked
But like
headlight.
a cool looking drift car, as drifting should be, like rolling car show. It's like that old cliche. I love watching that.
Can I admit something?
Yes.
I've never been in a car that was drifting before.
Never.
What?
Neither have I.
Never.
Come on.
Yes.
I've been
Yeah.
in an
Okay,
open wheel race
PASMAG
car.
field trip to either a drift jam or
An
a,
empty parking lot.
friggin' someone's local
The
cool
thing
event.
Is, I don't know if I can sit passenger while someone's ripping around.
Do you get
like
car
that.
sick?
Yes, because
Sit in the front.
When Q freaking took me on a test drive on his Tesla,
And the
Yeah.
Tesla.
I almost threw
A
up.
Tesla
Oh,
made
no.
you car sick?
Bloody, just like
Were you sitting in the back?
I was sitting in the front.
Oh.
It was too.
Because I get car sick. Admittedly, like I'm really bad at that. I'm probably the worst in the office for it. But I can sit
backseat.
in the front, and as long as I like look at where I'm going, we're fine. If I sit in the back seat, it's a nightmare. I've told Ubers in Toronto to like just pull over. I'll get out and walk from here because I'm getting
That much?
super nauseated, especially when they're driving like
like in Toronto.
So anytime you
Toronto
drive in
traffic with a Tesla
yeah.
driver who drives for Uber. Yeah, I've just asked them to pull over, and I will walk the rest of the way. Many times.
Oh.
Ooh, what do we have on screen?
Yeah, I hate that. Hold on, let me pull up our live feed just in case someone's been talking to us.
I like the seats. They're kind of funky looking.
What is this? Oh, this is one of our so for the industry news. Is this yours, Rich?
No, this was Yusuf's.
This is
Is
the
it Yusuf's?
Ferrari Persangue.
Purosung? Persung? I don't know.
Persangue or Persang? Gui?
Where is it?
Gooey. yeah. That's
Where is
exactly
it?
Ferrari
what it is.
Persangue.
That's the one for sure. All right, I'll start. I hate it.
It's giving Mazda.
Ah.
The
like
front
a
of it also
Mazda.
looks like a Honda Accord.
Yeah,
The
dude,
back end
front
especially is
looks like a
giving Mazda.
Prelude. The new Prelude.
Yeah, I guess I see what it is. It's Mazda or it's Ferrari joining the same space that all the other luxury automakers have entered into. There's a Lamborghini SUV. There's a Aston Martin SUV. Is there a Maserati SUV? Yes,
Yes.
there's a
Yes.
Maserati
Yeah.
SUV.
The
They're
Bentley.
joining that.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know.
they like forgot that they were Ferrari though.
Yeah. Also,
Why is there a
Purosung.
whole screen for a passenger? Do you see that?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's supposed to be like a very techy, fancy car.
But they have like two separate hubs. Like
Yeah,
that.
but
Your passengers
there's a
can be
lot
like,
of cars
beep,
like
beep,
that
beep,
now.
But the name.
Yeah, but usually they just have the screen going.
They don't have them in the Corollas, so don't worry.
Corolla. Take the hint.
But I'm liking that rear suicide door.
I mean, that's cool. And all.
I love.
Is this a
Yeah.
concept or is this a car?
I think this is the
think
car.
this is the
It's an
car,
actual
right?
car, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
These
But
are
you
out, though.
used possibly one of the coolest Ferrari names ever. I'm not going to say it right, but Purosung, however
Gui.
you say it, translates
Gui.
to thoroughbred.
the gooey,
What about this is a thoroughbred Ferrari?
the horsey on the front.
I think you're trying to compensate for the fact that it is not.
It's the horsey logo.
It's probably fast. It's probably a good enough car. It's the first four-door, four-seater Ferrari's ever made. It probably makes dumb power.
Yeah.
I think it's a V12. Is it a V12? I think I saw that.
Wait, did you say
somewhere.
this is the first four-door Ferrari?
Yeah, the FF wasn't four-door.
No?
It was
First four-door, four-seater. I don't know if there's been other four-door Ferraris. I don't think so. Yeah, it's a 65-degree V12. It's probably ridiculously fast. I just don't. I don't know. Why do this?
You're gonna find the motor in an FRS. soon enough.
Yeah, I don't know. It's neat, but it's not. It's whatever. It's
Yeah,
another
it's-
luxury automaker's.
It's fine.
sedan.
Like if I saw it on the street, I'd be like,
This
oh.
is
Boom.
more like it.
Toyota news. Let's do it. Let's jump
Meh.
into it.
I knew this was Hard John's.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I actually know a little bit about this thing and it rocks. So why don't you start?
It's freaking wicked. So these Toyotas kind of ending the Supra. It's kind of reaching its last year, and to send it off properly, yeah, I know it's depressing.
Not so much.
But
Bring
to
back
send
the
it off,
old one.
yeah, to send it off properly, they're coming out with 2 new final editions. One is called the Final Edition.
This one rocks.
And the Final Edition actually looks slightly better than the other one coming out. It has like the better interior, the Recaro seats, all that good stuff. And then they also came out with something called a Supra Lightweight Evo. So, I mean,
What?
I know they're making an Evo.
Yeah, so it's not like a fully loaded one. It's more like the whole ethos of the car is like connected to the road. So it's like got adjusted camber and stuff for like real grippy
Cool.
road analog feel and stuff. But this one is probably the best Supra. I don't know how you guys feel about the new Supra. It definitely grew on me over time,
Love it.
and I like
Love
it
it.
now.
Boo.
Rich doesn't like it.
I am not.
So there's
feeling
lots
this
to like
car.
about this one. Extra power,
Yep.
lightweight stuff, cool aero.
Why did you
Yeah.
take away the size that the Supra was? Like that was.
It's still big enough.
No, that thing is tiny.
That's what makes it fun.
Oh,
I
just
love small
like when
cars.
you see the other Supra, the 93 whatever that.
Yeah, it's slightly like muscle car esque,
It
where like the
has-
front end's so long.
Ugly.
presence on the road. Like it, that thing's just like.
It has a really sick interior, really cool add-ons, manual transmission. Here's the ball buster. Rumored to not be available in America.
Of course.
Yeah, Japan.
OEMs, please.
Violin.
Please, OEMs. I'm begging. All the cool stuff you make on the other side of the pond,
GR Yaris.
give it to us.
Yeah.
We want the GR Yaris. We want your weird diesel wagons that North America never gets. We want your weird half-size trucks like the Hilux. We want it all. We will buy it, please. That's my plea. It's over. But yeah, these are cool. I like how it's ending.
Brother.
Oh boy, here we
All
go.
right.
I have a lot to say on this, so I'm going to let you guys start because
The Jaguar
Probably
Jeffrey
taking a-
Star Edition.
Are
Like,
we-
it's sick.
Don't.
Yes, sister.
That's James Charles. Yes, sister.
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
James-
sisters.
Yeah, kind of messed it up. But yeah, so Jaguar's doing a whole new revamp on their.
Is this 4 weeks in
brand.
a row of discussing Jaguar?
Yeah, no,
They're
but
getting what they
not
want.
quite.
this came out last night. So they just released
Oh.
this concept last night. And so it's kind of fresh and very controversial.
I feel like they should have put more effort into making the drawings.
Rear end looks like a
Yeah,
right.
crossfire.
Like,
Like a crossfire.
Yeah.
Little bit.
the back looks like an
and this is
exhaust
part of their
vent.
whole recent rebranding thing, right?
Yeah.
They don't make any cars for this coming year. They're starting this new ethos, copy nothing. So they're going like very off the board kind of thing. I'll be the first to say I think this gets more hate than it deserves. If you want to hate on something that Jaguar is doing, the changing of their logo is the
Oof,
worst thing
yeah.
ever. You had arguably one of the like upper echelon car logos in the Jaguar and all of its iterations, the cat face, the silhouette, especially on like the
classy.
hood of the old E-types when it was like a figurehead thing, the
Yeah.
coolest logos of all time,
Yeah.
and you replaced it with what is essentially lowercase Comic Sans.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
The J.
And their whole marketing campaign with like, do they even sell cars? What the hell is this? Like, they obviously got a new marketing person who might be fired tomorrow. But I think that car concept is getting more hate than it deserves because of all that. Hate on the logo and the marketing all you want. This isn't that ridiculous. I think this is like a Cybertruck dressed up for prom.
But this isn't
Yeah.
anything. Like this is.
Exactly.
It's
It's a
not giving
concept.
much.
I think
Yeah.
people get too carried away with the concept. The back does look like an air conditioning unit.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. And I also think, like you said before, they're getting what they want. I think this whole like being a little bit ridiculous and out of the
want the
box
press,
and like
yeah.
controversy.
Get the
If they released this concept and weren't going through the worst rebrand in modern history, would anyone would anyone talk about it? No.
No.
We wouldn't be talking about it right now. So they must have done something. Will it sell? Have they completely abandoned their old target audience?
Probably.
Who knows? Yeah, that's all I got to say about it. I don't think it's the worst concept ever. It looks like something I'd drive around in GTA.
Yeah, can you see a
Yeah.
retired senior driving
No.
that though?
Yes.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
Definitely fits golf clubs.
Yeah, better.
Hey.
Ooh, okay.
No, this is way.
This is cool. A new TE. Everyone's like, oh my God, another TE37 model. Yes.
Yeah, but
yes,
that
there
is so sexy.
First of all, small wheels are cool.
Yep. 14.
I don't know if that's a controversial opinion. Some people are like, no, small wheels, gotta go to 18s. No, small wheels are cool. This also means maybe one day Rays will produce 17-inch bronze TE37s one more time and hook your boy up because I want bronze TE37s. Yeah, I like it. There's like a sticker pack, so the number 12 and like some of the other graphics on there are optional.
Yeah.
We like small TEs.
Yeah, so I think this one's meant to be more of like a racing inspired rim.
Cool.
So they have like all the track focus like stickers on it, like set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4. So it's kind of like you know what you're getting, you know what you're going to use this for. I love the red accents on the side. I don't think I've ever seen any other.
That part of the sticker pack I actually like.
Yeah, that's probably the only
little
one.
like words on like set 1 and 12 and whatever's going on there. I wouldn't probably put those on mine.
Yeah, I don't like the font.
I just don't like the font. It's like Comic Sans again.
It's so ugly. But yeah, the red, I would definitely put that on. That
Yeah, I'm a
looks
fan.
Freaking baller.
Small wheels are cool.
Yeah, they're
Worth
15
repeating.
inches, right?
Is that what we start at? 15?
Yeah,
No, there's only one size for them.
Okay. 2 more years and Rays will have bronze TE37s and 17 again. And I can get a staggered set of 17s and 18s for the 240.
You think there's any brand new car that would rock 15s? Like would
No.
clear the calipers?
Not in a million years.
Probably not, right?
Probably not.
Like a base model Honda Civic.
Do
No.
they still make the
No,
Micra?
because this friggin' Civics are like 18s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shoot.
Everything's big wheels, big brakes.
Everything's getting bigger.
Sad days. What else we got on this docket? Ooh. So this is interesting.
Bum,
Nissan.
bum, bum.
And this is all like very hearsay and, you know, it's kind of like an industry rumor. I think there's been like some conversation about it in an official fashion, but Nissan may be going under.
Mhm.
They have about 12 to 14 months to survive on their current operating budget unless they take on a significant, investment or make a partnership. There's been rumors of selling a stake of the company to Honda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel bad for Nissan? Because as a big Nissan fan, I don't.
Well,
No.
how many Nissans have you owned?
Many.
Many. Like, I've had all the Gs.
How many Nissans in the last 10 years have I considered to be a good car?
I think I can only say one, which was the G20.
The new Z.
No. I had the
Z?
G20, the G35, the G37, the Q50, Q45, FX45. I've had all
No,
those.
but produced in the last 10 years.
No, absolutely. No. Oh, actually, Q50.
The
It
new
was
Z
a
is cool,
2014.
but the new Z is also the old Z with a
Mhm.
new engine
The
and
exact
like
same thing.
and a cool body. You know,
Yeah.
Nissan has dug themselves quite the hole. They've ignored the enthusiasts. They've built, also offering 10 straight years of faulty CVT transmissions will probably do damage to your brand
Yeah.
image.
Yeah, that kind of
As
sucks.
someone who's actually gone through that, they suck.
Oh, you had CVT problems?
I had a Rogue with a CVT,
Oh,
and
God, I
guess
feel
what
so
went
bad for
first?
you.
That. Yeah, honestly, Nissan, do better.
Yeah.
I hope whatever company they work with helps. I would like to see cooler GTRs and Zs and maybe an S
I would
chassis.
like to see any
rebirth
GTR
or
that doesn't
whatever.
look the same as the past like 15 years.
Yeah, R36 needs to
Yeah.
come to fruition or not. I don't know. Maybe
So
they
the
don't
whole
make it.
thing on why they're going to get Honda to partner up with them is right now they do have like a joint partnership. They're designing like a new EV model, like pretty much kind of working together like Toyota, Subaru. And so that's kind of where Nissan got the idea. They're like, all right, we've already signed this contract that you want to work with us for so-and-so years. Bail us out.
Boring.
Yeah.
Do better.
Honestly, I was hoping Toyota would buy them out, but
But
Also,
hot
Go ahead.
take. Are there any new cars that you would keep for the rest of your life?
no, I don't think any new cars are built to last the rest of your life.
Unfortunately.
I think
Which is
that's the
like
reality
I
of it,
think
how
that's
it
what
is
we were
now.
discussing before the podcast. It's just like
Nothing's built to last. It's
Yeah.
built to fail.
you would want to keep these cars,
yeah,
but they just won't. Unfortunately,
True.
they just won't.
especially with all these hybrid batteries and stuff.
Or
coming out
whatever
now,
the technology.
Which also
whatever.
makes me think of something. The Supra's ending. Throwback to last episode, talking about
The
the, end of
GR,
the
yeah.
8.6.
Mm-hmm.
Is there going to be a 2-year span where Toyota produces no fun cars?
Oh no, definitely not.
I guess the GR Corolla is still
No,
out there.
There's still that.
It is, right? That's
Yeah.
still out there. No rear-wheel drive cars from Toyota.
No,
Those
I
sign of
think
the times.
there's going to be a new Supra. There's going to be like a slight refresh. There's no way they're ending it. It's been so popular. Like I see way more Supras.
But
on
that's the
road.
final edition. A90 final edition.
Yeah, A90.
You think they're gonna release another generation?
There has to be. Like the amount of Z's you see on the road versus the amount of Supras, it's way more Supras.
Yeah.
And I would say that like they're doing pretty good in sales. It's not like you don't see any. Like half the car shows you go to, there's at least like a good handful, right? So I think it'd be super dumb on their part if they were to just end it off. They're definitely coming out with a new model.
I kind of hope so. I hope they do something rear-wheel drive and fun. Whatever is to follow the 8.6 might be a banger.
That too, as well.
Right.
Either way, good engine. Hopeful.
It's a big maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, this is your
Dark green Porsche with a brown interior. Sign me all the way up.
Takumi with the New Balances in the back.
This is like pretty classy. This is almost too classy for me. It's got like wool skin interior.
That's sick.
I like that shift knob is insanely
like classy.
Globe.
Classy flex.
Classy.
Yeah, I would take.
I mean, I
shoes
like
off
it. I think
before-
it's sick. This is a collab thing, right? This is between them and a brand I can't say properly, so I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, so it's.
Any of our fashion gurus want to try and pronounce what ALD stands for?
Leon Dor.
I mean, the E on the accent means it goes Aime Leon Dor.
Yeah, so you
Yep.
did it good. There you go.
That's the best I got. This is their bespoke 993 turbo. The color's called mulberry green. A little darker than my usual dark green for Porsches, but I'm always in favor of dark green and Porsches, so like, hell yeah, brother.
Okay, so is this a one-off? Like, there's only this
Yes.
Okay.
They've
One
done
of
this
one.
before, I believe. They've done Porsche collabs, and they like build a one-off thing. Why, I could never say. But it's cool.
Because it's fun.
It is fun.
They
This
do
will
it 'cause
probably
it's
sell
fun.
at Barrett Jackson for like $250,000 or
It's
something.
kind of sick.
so-
Like they made Sally from
Good on.
Cars. Like that was.
Oh, that's
wicked.
right. That's right.
That
Yeah.
was so cool.
And the matching New Balance.
Yeah.
It's cool that
that's a
they
big
do
flex.
stuff like this.
I'm
Like
a fan.
that they care about like doing collabs, doing new stuff.
Porsche is the king of fashion
They're
collaborations
with
right
it.
now. And it's like every shoe company has a Porsche model.
Yeah. Didn't you get the shoes?
I got the Puma ones. I bought them on the way to the Vegas to Salt Lake rally, and
Yeah.
they showed up by the time I got back.
That's fun.
I have taken them out of the box one time.
Oof.
I'm too scared to wear them. They're bright red, and I don't want to ruin them.
Ooh.
Do we have anything else on here? Do we have any other news trending industry? That was it. That's
Nope.
it for our industry. All right.
We're
Now we get to the
getting into- yeah,
fun stuff.
Getting into the stuff.
Once again, if you don't know the drill, we've been having people submit their cars. If you want to get a feature, if you haven't heard, there's going to be 12 magazines from PASMAG in 2025. And there's 25 covers of those. 24 covers. I can do math. There's going to be a lot of covers and a lot of features in PASMAG 2025. And as such, we're giving a lot of people the chance to submit their car for review here live. We also owe some people some features. So if you're watching and you're like, dude, you never get back to me, I'm coming. I promise. I will message you. We'll
He's
actually
coming
get
for
you
you.
on the show. Because some of you we know you're featuring, so we can just evaluate it on the show and just so kind of show our audience like what an example of like, yeah, this is a feature-worthy vehicle looks like. I think we need more of that. There's been a little bit here on the show, but there's been equally not feature-worthy vehicles, and we're going to let you know about it. Eustace not here, so we'll be a little kinder than usual. But
Yeah.
I have a job to do while he's gone, so I'm going to fill in the
The hate.
grumpy young man role. And we're starting with B. Brewer.
Brewer?
We didn't get your first name? That's not cool, man.
No, that's what she goes by.
Oh, it's a she. Oh, sorry, B.
Sorry, B.
All right. This looks... Someone else start.
Do we have the mod list
I'm-
for this?
I'm kind of over.
Yeah, do
the
we have
com-
mod lists?
Yes.
Where are they?
You guys are not prepared.
You didn't
No,
send them
no
to
one
us.
sent them to me. Wow.
No.
Is this episode 7?
Episode 7, yeah.
Features.
this?
All right. I found it.
All right, I'm just not gonna have it.
I just
today.
want to confirm if those look like Vossens. I don't know. If
Holy moly. They wrote a novel when the story of your build part came up. I wonder how much of it is about the rap. No
I'm
disrespect.
kind of over this rap. I've just seen it too many times.
I'm
but-
very over this wrap or paint or auto dip or
Yeah.
whatever you use to make the chameleon look.
I think it's like definitely a statement, and it was like super poppin'. But I think it's just overdone now.
I don't think, and I've probably said this on the show before, so I'm starting to beat a dead horse and come off like a dickhead, but chameleon wraps, paints, all that, don't look good. You know what they're trying to emulate? They're trying to emulate Midnight Purple 3 from Nissan, and it's not. See how every picture of this car is a different color, except one in the middle there with the wheel is the ugliest shade of brown yellow you've ever seen. That's
Yeah.
what this color does to cars.
I think it's a brown yellow that throws me off.
You don't get a good, yeah, if it was all that purple, hell yeah, brother. Like,
Yeah.
that's sick. I don't know. It's not my thing, the wrap, but there's more to this vehicle than its wrap, so let's find out something about it.
I do want to say, I
Oh, it's
wanted this
fast.
car. I wanted this car so bad. As I was mentioning during the before the pod, before I picked up my current car,
Yeah.
I was looking for this, and my God, I really wanted this car. The 2+2.
Yep.
Oh, just
They are a sweet platform.
it's so nice. But
It is fast.
yeah, this
570 horsepower, 616 pound-feet of
Yeah.
torque.
Fast to break.
is that's the problem.
There's some carbon fiber from a company called Souvenir. Forgive me, I don't know that one. I know their front lip is a little too much for an otherwise understated car. That's like a time attack front lip on a bagged Benz. I don't know how I feel about that. A little too much front lip for me. And is there a lip above the lip?
They double.
No. Oh yeah. You're right. You're right. It looks like a carbon fiber like.
It's got
lip.
fangs and a lip. Okay, well, we're gonna continue here.
A lip and a splitter.
Handmade
Yeah.
custom carbon fiber rear bumper splitters. We can't see those. I hope they look better than the front. Tech wrap in. Okay, it's called Crazy Grape.
Crazy grape.
Stop it.
So crazy. Hey, got any grapes?
Ferrata wheels, CM2s. I don't hate the wheels actually. Those
I
are,
like the wheels.
They're Volsons.
they fit that. No, Ferrata
I'm a fan of like that.
Multi-spoke.
multi-spoke,
But
especially
no,
on like
just
a big
the,
body car.
The way that it like shoots out, kind of.
Yeah, I get that. Like very concave, comes
Yeah,
to like a sharp point.
yeah,
Like I really
I
like
like
the wheel
that.
design, and it fits the chassis really well.
Absolutely.
Like
does.
big body four doors and these wheels, like hell yeah.
yeah, it's a really good combo.
That wheel design is a good way to like show some lip
Show
without
off your
being
brakes.
able to like
Mm-hmm.
have
Yeah.
the clearance to like have some.
So it's a lot of okay. So it's VIP stuff on the inside, custom fiber or forged carbon fiber VIP trays. That's cool from VIP Aesthetics USA. Tech wrap forged carbon fiber front panel and okay, so they wrapped some stuff in the forged carbon to look like it. Seat cover solutions VIP red diamond stitched, and pillows. I mean, I like VIP stuff on big body cars on the inside. I'm sure that's like your wheelhouse, right, Rich? I'm trying to dig up a picture of the inside. You didn't include interior pictures, so let's make a note here. If you have a very modified interior, you've done a lot. You've done like reupholstery and like interior carbon fiber and trays and cool VIP stuff.
Show
When you
it.
submit, show that.
Show
That is very important. Show everything in your pictures. You even have like, I don't know if these are like cell phone shots, but they look good. Like good
Yeah.
quality photos. They're not like, oh, I got a photo shoot done. They're in a parking lot. They look good. We can see the car for what it is. Overall, I think it's a nice ride. There's stuff about it I don't like, but whatever. That's just how I feel. How do you guys feel about it overall?
Yeah, I think it's just a wrap. I don't know. It's kind of hard. If it was like a silver or something, showing off the body lines slightly more, I think it would be.
I will say it is not feature worthy.
Not yet, no.
No disrespect intended whatsoever. I think it can get there.
Do you guys do you think that it's that wrap that's really killing you guys?
It's a huge part of it.
it is.
And
yeah.
that's someone's taste, so I can't be like, oh, I
Yeah,
don't
of
like your
course.
color.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Right.
get in the magazine. That's not how it works around here. There's lots of cars of colors I don't like that get in the magazine. But I
Alright,
think it's
Yusuf.
multiple choices in... I think the time attack splitter is such a departure from what you're trying to go for that it's one of those like, I got this and put it on the car because it fits. And it like either
your point.
VIP
Yeah.
or not.
I have a feeling. So with my car, I noticed my front bumper angles up, obviously to clear like curbs.
Yes.
So they might be adding extra dimension to give the appearance of a lower car from the front end.
But
which
it's
is
on
the-
air.
But it's on air. Yeah, even my car's on air.
Right.
But even when I air out,
Oh, there's still a gap.
there's still that
I do,
massive
because
gap.
if you look at the bottom picture, there is a big gap
Yeah.
underneath.
So they're probably just trying to clear fill space.
I think there's better, if that is what you're doing, I think there's better ways to do it.
There
like
could-
a,
yeah.
a lower hanging front bumper edition, or like, you know, you have what, I can't really tell, but it looks like there's a lip and
Yeah,
then the splitter.
It looks like they did.
Yeah.
a
I
lip
think
and
the lip
splitter.
would have been enough.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
I
agree
think
with
the
that.
front
It's such a
end pokes out
departure from the
little
rest of the
touch.
car's language, and like the red splitter rods. Oof, maroon. Do not. I mean, it matches your brake calipers, but I don't know. I wouldn't do that. All in, I think it's probably a great car to drive around. It's very nice, but I wouldn't call it a feature. Respectfully, I think it can get there. I think you need to decide where you're going. I think you're kind of in a bunch of different directions right now.
Oh,
And
that's interesting. So do you think, though, that if you're going to build a car, you need to follow a certain, like, theme from beginning to end? Like,
to a
you can't
degree,
just-
absolutely. You have to have like a vision or a concept that you're executing on. This looks like multiple ideas at the same time without actually kind of like honing
But think
in.
about, like, all the people who've done this in the past, but started trends. Like, the very first, what was it? It was a Civic EG. The very first fitted, or, you know, it was like running crazy fitment before anybody else was. And that was a Euro trend. And then he was the first import to do it. And then all of a sudden, however 15 years later,
Blows up.
you have what we have now. So maybe her execution wasn't exactly
right
the way.
Yeah, I'm all for breaking the mold.
right.
I don't think half time attack styled VIP is going to catch on anytime soon.
No.
I
Although,
think there's
unfortunately,
probably a
yeah.
way. I think there's a way to do that. I think you could make a time attack looking VIP big body car. This isn't that.
Yeah, you got a really good point. Like, if you don't really have like a goal of what you want out of the car, you're kind of just like shopping out of the catalog and be like, oh, this fits on my car, this fits on my car, this fits on
Like,
my
you
car.
guys have
Right.
to also remember, like, this isn't even a real VIP platform.
That's the other thing, right?
Right.
It's technically
Well,
a
it kinda
sports-
is.
like
I-
a GT sports car, right?
Like, VIP is
fast.
supposed to be a big body Japanese car,
Yeah.
like flagship
Yeah,
car.
fair.
Very true. Yeah,
Fair.
yeah.
So
I
that's
think
not it.
I think you could. I just don't think.
But I still like the car.
I
Won't
think if
be-
you want to do that, like if you want to break the mold and like try and blend two very different styles together, your execution has to be flawless on both fronts. And I bet the interior is really nice. Judging by the mod list, it sounds sick.
Yeah.
But I don't see that. I see parking lot show car. No disrespect. Holy moly, that's insane. That's a Lincoln. Oh, I know this car. This is local, isn't it?
It is local.
Yeah, I've seen this at a
Whoa.
show.
Oh, I've
Nico.
never seen this.
Nico.
There's a lot to like.
That's a great blue.
Look at the spec list.
That is. I don't even like blue cars, and I like that.
Check out the spec list.
Let's see this thing.
That's a beautiful
Holy
color,
crap.
though. I don't think I've ever seen that front bumper. Is that like a?
That's what I'm curious. How much custom? Because there's no aftermarket for this Lincoln.
Nope.
Yeah.
Let's find out what's going on
Nico,
here.
I feel your pains, man. I'm in the same boat. So.
Yeah, that's killer.
First off, let's go to the exterior and see what's going on. So we got BC forged wheels, a two-tone wrap with embossed top.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
that
I
like
see, you
roof
see the pattern.
graphics?
It looks like he has like a hex pattern.
Whoa. Okay. ACP panel custom arrow. That's the lip and the skirts. There's a mesh grill. There's a GMA Racing carbon duckbill spoiler. And there's Mustang GT vents. I guess that's where the vents are coming from. On the hood? Oh, yeah, on the hood. Okay, first of all, craftsmanship through the roof. Good on you for like
Insane.
working out something that, you know, you're not shopping from a catalog. You have to do some work here. Even if you get a body shop to do it and all that, you're thinking outside the box for sure. Color scheme kind of hard.
Yeah, the Maybach two-tone. Sick.
I wish the wheels weren't that gold, but I also see what you're doing because you've got the gold.
There's a lot of gold accents
The
on
Lincoln logo on the hood could live without, but I also see that you're trying to do something different. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I think we could do without the bumper, quick release.
Yeah, that was my one thing I saw right away. Make your bumpers, and this goes for everybody, drift cars included. Those things on the outside, they're not necessary. Maybe sometimes. I don't think they're ever necessary, though. You can, if you're going to put the effort in to graft Mustang hood vents and special grills and all that into this car,
Yeah.
you can fit aero better. You can make mounting points underneath everything.
You have the skills.
There's a way. I think, I don't know what you even call those. Bumper release?
No, they're the quick releases. Quick release.
Quick release is
Or
another word for a
drift.
rubber band that's holding something on. Yeah, I think those always look tacky. I don't think there's any way to do those in a way that doesn't look bad. personally. It just makes your stuff look like it's held together barely.
Yeah, even those like little push ones, those black ones.
Yeah, even like I don't like those. I don't like anything that's sitting at your body line to make it look like it's holding the car together. I think there's ways to make mounts. Like, trust me, as someone who has a floppy Nissan with aero that needs mounting points, it's all underneath and it fits well. And I suck at working on cars, so I managed to do that myself. You can do that on your sick ass show project car. I want to read more about this.
Well, Luke has a comment. So he said, this is the difference between it's different when it's a car people mod, and it's different because no one would even think to go these lengths and not utilize the platform.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
Craftsmanship
Like,
is insane.
we see projects on other platforms. If you had modded this Lincoln badly, it would look awful. But the level of craftsmanship that went into this, it looks sick. And I was just looking at the spec list, and oh my god.
Read the performance bond.
Yeah. Forged internals, manly pistons, molly rods, ARP head studs, poured and polished heads, balance shaft elite, massive speed oil pan baffle, Mountoon intake manifold. So they make parts for the Focus RS and other cars. I don't know if they made something for this or it's like a retrofitted one from one of those. S&O Performance, 4-port water methanol injection, Garrett GTX 3071R, 2000 cc injectors. Yeah, that rocks. How much horsepower does this thing make? 470 wheel horsepower Lincoln. Honestly,
That's crazy.
if we had a screaming bald eagle soundboard right now, I would absolutely let that fly. That is sick.
I've
Talking
never
about-
seen this car. You've seen this?
I've seen
never
this.
seen it.
I've seen this live. It's
I've
in a
never
couple
seen
of our videos. We did a season opener last spring where we walked around the show and just like saw it was around, and that was the first time I laid eyes on this
What
thing. I
show
don't
was
think
this?
it looked exactly the same. I forget.
Oh.
Also, no free plugs.
Facts. I feel like if I would have saw this in person, I would have remembered it because it's like
It stands out.
Yeah, you've never seen something like
Custom
this before.
reupholstered interior, lots of carbon fiber, black label interior conversion. I like the interior picture. I can't see a lot of the interior. Can you bring that picture up bigger? Can you zoom in there?
Oh, it's got the Starlight.
No?
We
headliner.
have
Is it a Starlight headliner? Hell yeah.
Nico's actually on the
Ba-ding,
line.
ba-ding.
If you want to
Yo,
talk to him.
plug this man in. I want to talk to Nico.
Hey guys.
Nico,
How's it
what
going?
is going on, dude?
Lincoln
Oh,
man.
not too much. Too much. Actually, just checking out the podcast during lunchtime, so kind of worked
Oh,
out.
I'm glad you could join us, dude. This is unreal.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
How long have you been working at this car? Because I remember seeing it like give or take 2 years ago, but that was the first time I had seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I've owned the car for like 8 years.
Holy.
I think I put in that story there, but like a little bit in the beginning was just kind of racer mod. I didn't really know shit about modding cars, pardon the language, but
That's okay.
I kind of just started actually modifying it, like probably I would say realistically like 3-4 years ago is when I actually kind of like, I had a choice to rebuild the motor because I destroyed the cylinder in piston one. It was like piston and
I knew
cylinder
this
one.
didn't come from nothing. I knew it came from some sort of incident. Okay, now it's making sense. Do you have a background
I didn't know really much.
in automotive? Do you like body work or engine work or anything like that yourself?
No, nothing like that. I'm just a YouTube mechanic, I would call it.
Hell yeah,
Just learn
dude.
Everything, just everything online, and then I'm kind of like obsessive when it comes to like building cars now. So I don't just look at like say something for a Focus ST. I'll go into like, okay, what's the AN fitting? What's the thread size? What can I do to run this custom line? Because
Respect.
nothing fits on this damn car.
Respect. So how much of this did you do yourself, and how much got like outsourced and shipped out, or a homie or something like that?
A lot of it myself, but I have had a friend who owns a Napa Auto Pro, and he has some really, really good techs there, like master mechanics.
Sick.
And they are the ones who actually did the rebuild of the motor, the ported polished head, all that stuff. They took care of that. It's a Napa Auto Pro in Hamilton, actually. But my buddy just said, you know what, I'll help you out. I'll take it under my wing. And
Unreal.
yeah, so they helped out a lot. But then also the mods like the seats, the wheel, the methanol, custom gauges, all of that stuff has been me. Like, yeah, turbo.
Do you do the work
et
to
cetera.
the hood with the vents from the Mustang?
Yes,
Hell yeah,
I did.
dude.
It looks good on the outside. You look under
Not
the
so
hood,
much underneath.
like, you know,
Yeah, that
Very
happens.
close.
yeah, I have.
I could name
Yeah, I
100
have to do
things on my
some
240 that are about the same thing, so that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, exactly. I had to do. I had to do what I what I could, right? I saw like Focus STs, and I'm like, oh, I could probably retrofit it this way. Then I look under the hood, and the way that the things are kind of like welded, because it's like a 2-layer hood basically. Yeah, that's what was kind of a little bit really hard to retrofit in. But yeah, you guys can see it if you see it at a local car show.
Damn, dude. Well, kudos on a really wicked build. This is something that, like, right off the bat, I would already consider feature worthy because of how ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
The just seeing this, and then coupled with a couple other things we've seen in the past few episodes, it makes me wonder if one of our issues next year, the theme is like one of ones, like
Obscure.
real weird platforms that have been modified to the nines. And if that comes together, consider yourself in there, because this is so cool, man. Kudos to taking something really weird and making it cool.
Yeah, that's baller.
Well, thank you. I mean, the build is going to keep going. So I think you guys are local as well. So I'm sure you guys will just keep seeing it, just get crazier and crazier.
All right, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the next iteration. Can you tell us a bit about, do you have future plans, or is it just
what's the next
as
mod?
it comes?
Well, yeah. I got actually a big one that I'm doing between this winter, but it might take me a while longer. I might need to save up a bit more. But my transmission broke at the track because I'm actually trying to get this car to do time attack, like Ontario time attack.
Dude.
And
Sick.
so it's not manual, sorry. It's the automatic transmission. It's a 6F35. It's not a very good one. So it broke. I'm considering going manual. I need to get a lot of stuff actually custom fabricated, like a rear motor mount and obviously new axles and all those things. But I'm thinking of going for a Grape sequential, a dog box, basically. Yeah.
If you put a dog box in this is hands down the coolest Lincoln ever made. Are these front or rear wheel drive or all wheel? I don't know.
So it's front wheel drive, but that's why my modification has kind of turned into this might take more than a year, because if I'm going this far into it, I think I might do the all wheel drive swap already. I do know there's a 2.0 Ford Fusion and Taurus or something like that has the same thing. So I'm thinking of retrofitting that into the car. So this might end up taking me more than a year and a half. But when she's back, she'll be back like crazy.
Might need some 15-inch TE37Vs.
Oh yeah.
For that track.
Seriously.
For that time attack.
Well, dude, seriously, good work, and thank you for calling in. That was awesome. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate it. Love the magazine and everything. Thank you.
Cheers, Nico.
Thanks, man. We'll stay in touch.
All right. Yeah.
Well, that was wholesome. Yeah, that's cool. Chalk that one up as maybe in a weird issue feature.
It's funny because when I was looking through the submissions, I was like, I wonder what you guys are going to think of this one. So I'm like,
I think the first time I saw it, I didn't like it, but it's come a long way since what I saw.
Well, what did you not like about it last time you saw it?
It looked weird.
It wasn't wrapped the same color?
No.
No. Was it
sometimes?
chameleon?
No, I would.
Sometimes when you're doing work to like a unique kind of platform, if it's not like fully done, it just doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you could have taken that platform and made it really bad.
Yeah.
Especially throwing that many mods at it. But that's a good lesson in like execution is everything. You could have put the same mods on that car badly and it would look horrible. Put the same mods on with proper execution, all of a sudden it's a feature vehicle.
Now this.
Okay.
What?
Help. That's a V-mount rad setup in a cutout bumper.
That's crazy.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
Nope.
It's very unique.
I just wish there was mesh there. You run into like anything.
It's the price you got to pay to look sick.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I don't think it looks sick. I don't think it looks sick at all.
No.
Yes. It's enough cooling on the hood.
It's a nice show-off piece. Can we get that in full screen there so I can see it a little closer, PD? I like your paint-matched brake calipers to your roll cage a lot.
Yeah, I like the
little
color
details
combo.
like that are
good,
sick.
Subtle.
Good color combo.
I see some K-Sport stickering. I see not much else.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
It's time to look into the spec.
I wonder what it would look like without that
curious.
front little bug.
Do you agree,
guard.
Rich? You think it's cool?
I like this car.
Yeah.
That's why, yes, that's why I put it on the list.
Oh, this is from you. Okay.
Oh, you just, okay.
Okay, so it makes 513 wheel horsepower. The cool factor is rising. That's for damn sure. Wow.
Yeah, I wonder. Oh, dude, we didn't even ask Nico how much he drives that car, but it sounds like he
Nothing
it
right
all.
now.
You know, that's like yeah. Well, it's broken. So.
Well, we can ask.
tranny.
We can ask Dean because he's actually on the line. Should we pull him in?
Hold on, I'm still reading his spec list. I gotta
Okay,
roast
okay.
him before he gets on.
Sorry,
No,
Dean.
Just wait a moment.
I wonder
Dean.
what process.
This is a
flex
very, very modified car.
Yeah, this spec sheet is just keeps going.
I don't hate it.
Luke, you can write in the chat about what you think.
Imagine this wasn't Nardo Gray. How cool it would look.
Oh,
Just
you're
kidding.
not a
Just
fan of
kidding.
Nardo Gray.
No.
No,
Yes.
that gray
But
and
with,
No.
green though.
with the green is a really
the
good
green,
combo.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's the only thing that's making it work. So it's a Battle Arrow wide body kit that he's modified to work. I don't know how I feel about the kit looking at it from the front. It looks
I know what you mean. Like,
slapped on there.
Wait,
At
which
least
part's
it's not a
slapped?
bunch of exposed hardware, which is cool. Just the if you're looking at it from the front, look at the fenders on either side.
Oh, I see.
I get what you mean.
A lot of high quality
But
parts
It's
though.
just a very
so
harsh angle.
it's hard for me to hate on it. Lots of APR stuff, Cybon. I want to see the engine bay. I'm so curious. Lots of interior stuff. Some cool parts like a Blitz turbo timer, keys racing steering wheel. Hell yeah. He's got an audio system. JL
Nice.
Audio. Shout out. Hold on, there's pictures included here. Can I see? No engine bay photos. All right, my brother. Let me give you some advice. If you have a built engine, show me the built engine.
Well, why don't you tell him?
Yeah, we'll pull him in right now.
I mean, he's not going to tell me a photo. But yes, let's
Wait,
get Dean
you
on the
talk to
line
him now.
because we want to talk to him.
Hello.
Dean, you here?
Hola.
He just hang up on us?
Oh,
Hello?
you can hear us now. Hello.
No, I think
Hello?
he unmuted.
Oh,
Yo,
How's it
Dean,
going?
what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Just checking out your car here live on the air. I wish you sent us some engine bay photos because I'm so curious with the visible V-mount setup, what else is going on in there. I can see your spec list. It's very well put together.
Appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about the car as fast as you can in 30 seconds. Tell us the story of how you got to this point.
2013, got the car from a buddy for a good deal. He actually sold it for low. And then basically it's gone through 4 major transformations. And at the current state, I wanted to take a little of every type of car that I liked. So you got, the V-mount, RX-7s, stuff like that. The big wide body setup you see on, a lot of those huge, like old school Japanese imports, stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did is I just made it simple and took a lot of pieces from other builds that I liked. And I was like, I'm going to make this my own.
I respect that.
That's
I
cool.
like that you had a build ethos going into it, and now I see where you're coming from. Why the cutaway front bumper?
Because it's fully functional. I know if Subarus, they usually run around like low 90s Fahrenheit, 190 about.
You know what? That is
this
fair.
car runs like 178, 175 Fahrenheit. It's amazing how cool it runs for this car. And
You know
especially
what?
the power it's pushing.
That is fair. If you have a 500 horsepower boxer, you got to do what you got to do to keep the thing alive.
100%.
Cool and functional. We
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
cool.
It just kind of sketches me out that there's no like mesh there. Like you run into
protection.
anything.
Arjon's thinking about hitting a rabbit and what
Yeah.
that's gonna look like.
That's toast. It's gone.
Gotta read
Well,
some more.
the car doesn't get driven like all the time. It's usually in the garage. It's on E85 where I live now in Florida. There's no 85 close to me, so I have to travel
Uh-oh.
to get E85. So I'll take it out, once every month, 2 months, and drive around the, the town.
That's
What
nice.
what wheels are you on?
Those look like CR
So those are the CR Kai 2-piece,
Sick.
and I've only seen one other Subaru running those, so that's the reason why I got them. It's an 18 by 11.5, negative 20 offset.
All right, respect.
That's me.
There's
Did you hear
barely
that?
any camber going on too. Barely any camber because I did the whole camber thing prior, and it was eating tires. I had like some nice Falcon Azenas. I went through them, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing the camber thing anymore. So I went wide body from fender flares and all that stuff, and it's how it sits now, and I love it.
Nice.
What's
We got
that?
some comments from our in-house Subaru expert, Luke. Says this is the constant V-mount issue on this chassis. You almost have to tube the front end to do it well. Is your front end tube front?
So no,
Wow.
it is cut away. The core support's cut away, but behind it there's a very thick support bar that runs across. My buddy, it was in Arkansas where he did this build. He helped me. He did the fabrication, and he was like, well, let's put some here for safety and all that. And I was like, all right, I get it.
All right, respect. That's damn good engineering. Do the splitter rods all go into metal? Are those like functional? Like, can you stand on that splitter basically?
So you cannot stand on the splitter, but the rods on the inner, they go into, there's a huge metal ducting setup right there. And then the ones on the outside, they go into the back of the bumper with washers to, set into that plastic bumper so it doesn't eat it away.
I gotcha. Okay. Now, do you time attack this car, Mr. E85 500 horsepower EJ?
So the story on that is I had the car set up. I was in Arkansas. I'd go out to, let's call it Mexico. And, and I'd be like, all right, I'm doing the dig, stuff like that. I'd take some losses, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. So I made it a complete show car. It's what it is now. I still take it out. Someone comes up on me. I'm like, all right, we'll see what it can do. But I ended up getting a Hellcat and made about 1,000 wheel horsepower with that.
He was sick of losing. So
I was like, you V8 guys want to play. Let's go.
That's hilarious. Honestly, dude, it's pretty cool. I like how unique it is. And once again, execution is everything. If you're taking notes at home, keep them. Like, if you had done this front bumper cutout and cut your supports and put a V-mount and grafted an extra hood vent and this body kit and you executed it poorly, I'm not going to lie, this would look like shit. But you executed everything well, and I think that's what makes the difference. And that's, like, I would dare say this is pretty feature-worthy because of how extensively modified it is.
Yep.
Even if it's not my personal taste, I think it's good.
Good choice of parts. Everything's
like
authentic.
like quality parts and nice presentation. Yeah, dude, we'll keep in touch. Thank you for calling in, man.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I love your podcast and everything.
Likewise, man. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Thanks.
Right.
Cool. Let me lose the sweater before we keep going. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
T submitted his car.
T.
All right. So, car doesn't look like this anymore.
No, it doesn't. So what's up? You can't send us old pictures.
This man better call in and reveal the new color live on the air. Because I think that's
nice.
still a secret. Have you seen it?
Yeah, he posted about it.
Oh, so it's revealed. Well, that shows how much I use social media.
Yeah.
This is T's super sick sedan, R34 sedan.
Been on 2 rallies.
Been on 2 rallies.
Look, rally sticker.
He's got the rally sticker on it, plus 10 cool points.
Yeah, he drives the heck out of this thing, man.
Yeah,
That's true.
One of the most driven R34s on planet Earth.
Baby seat.
And I was going to say,
he has a
you
child
know
seat.
it's driven because it has a baby seat.
Yes.
Crazy. He took his son to his first day of school in this. Like, that's
Well,
baller.
he took his son to the rally.
Yeah,
whoa.
whole family on the rally.
And there's no AC.
Oh, God.
That's a little messed up.
It's a memorable family
It
trip.
was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing rocks. It makes like good power. Let's pull up the spec list. I've seen this car 100 times, but it is great.
It is.
It's definitely think the livery goes hard. I think now that he switched it out to like a more plain, simple one color, I kind of like how the livery breaks up the whole car. And
450 wheel horsepower is the answer. Yeah, old school motorsports liveries, 10 out of 10. Always gonna love it.
Yeah,
especially Advan livery. Remember many episodes ago when I said black with
And
red
red.
accents?
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
there you go.
This is where it works.
guy
This
goes back.
isn't black with red accents.
No.
This is red with black stripes.
Wow.
Black with red stripes.
It's just a very thick.
It's very
black stripe on
separated
the front
too.
end.
Yeah, exactly.
You notice there's not a lot of red on the black. There's not a lot of black on the red. They're very separated. I think that's what makes it better.
There's a matching 240 to this.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And RX-7, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Someone else
forgot
has
the
an
guy's name.
Advan livery around here. Yeah, the 240 is cool. This is cooler. No disrespect.
Yeah, no, he's got good parts on it. Makes good power.
Also, we haven't even addressed the fact that there's a roof box on it.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Wrapped
Some
in
people
the
are
same.
pretty torn on that. I'm pro roof box, especially if it's like matched to the car. I'm very pro
especially
roof
if
box.
it's daily driven to the point this is.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You go on a rally, you need that.
Yeah, the fact that you did the rally twice, kudos.
3
It's
times.
a very
3
well
zones.
built. Oh yeah, technically, it's a very well built engine and transmission setup. Lots of cool. That's a carbon fiber Z-Tune styled hood. That's why it looks so hard up front.
It's really nice in person, too, like, overall.
Garage Defend
10 out of
canards,
10.
Z-Tune style front bumper.
You got to mention that T is the president of Endgame.
Yep.
One of the hardest.
That's right. That's right. So if you're familiar with the
clubs.
Endgame car club, this man is partially responsible for bringing that to you. Obviously, the Z-Tune stuff is replica, but it's put together nicely. And we can't really fault anybody for not having authentic Z-Tune because it's $1 bajillion. And if you want your R34 sedan to look really cool, that's a great option.
Yeah, wheels are baller. Those go hard.
Bunch of Urus stuff on there as well. Obviously on air suspension. And like a relatively simple interior that's nice. A lot of like Nismo and Recaro and Vertex, Works Bell Hub, and an audio system from Rockford Fosgate.
Nice.
This checks all the boxes. This rocks.
Yeah.
I don't have any more thoughts on it. Do you guys have anything to say about
He
it?
wanted us specifically to roast him.
You want to be roasted?
Oh, Chinese turbo.
Is it a fake turbo?
Yeah. I wouldn't say a fake turbo. It's still a turbo.
PSR turbo. Yeah, okay.
but-
I know a lot of people that run cheap turbos because they keep breaking them.
Yeah, no, last time I talked to him, it is on the way out. So I think he's finally switching to like
It's
a
an
reputable-
RB. It's always on the way out. You want to be roasted? I don't know. Fake ass motorsport, not motorsport, looking ass. On air with a motorsports livery looking.
Yeah, we got the dogfight sticker. Do we have anything from Dogfight on the car?
Narita dogfight.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, it's hard to roast, but you know.
It is. I think that's why he said that. Like
He's like,
Yeah.
try me.
A lot of motorsports
Try
for
me.
someone who does know motorsport. That's all I gotta say. But I still like it.
Well,
So
thoughts? Is it going to be featured?
I would call it worthy.
yeah. Like, I mean, it has a presence. Like, at any car show, like, you can tell.
Yeah, like
Yeah, of course.
there-
There's
draws a
definitely
crowd
I
so
think
fast.
that's a
There's
big
a
part of making something feature worthy. And I think that comes from what we've been talking about with like execution
Yep.
and like style choices, is it has like an aura about it. Like you see this, you're like, even if you're not a car person, one look at this, you're like, wow, what am I looking at kind of
yeah.
thing. You know, it stands out no matter where it is. Where we'll put it in, I
To
have
be
yet-
determined. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
to be determined. Maybe a friggin' sedans issue
Or a rally recap.
A daily driven issue.
Yeah.
or a whole rally feature.
A rally.
rally,
one.
rally issue.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, go check out the rally videos. By the way, they're on our YouTube channel. Go check it out.
This is
Tim
for PD.
Kenmore.
PD.
I know this name.
Oh.
This is you.
I've heard this name a lot, so I think he's won awards with us or something. I think he's won TBG. That seems like a TBG winner name. I don't know where he's from.
Looks
That is insanely
nice.
clean.
Yeah.
Can I get a bigger view on that so I can just evaluate this thing a little closer? Oh,
You know what's sad? So
this.
my oldest son saw this car yesterday, and he's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God."
You didn't like it?
No, he doesn't
didn't
know what car it
He
is.
didn't know what kind of car it was.
Oh.
For those wondering, it's a 95 Integra. A lot of exposed hardware. Don't love that. But
JDM front end.
doesn't matter.
I mean,
JDM front
JDM
end.
front
The livery kind of breaks it up. If it was plain,
I think that's a good way to hide exposed hardware. That's
Yeah.
why a lot of drift cars with over fenders do like a really busy livery because you
That's
don't see a
true.
lot of the
Yeah.
hardware. Your engine bay is immaculate.
with the Mugen.
10 out of 10 Mugen valve cover.
Beautiful.
Man, you can never wipe that valve cover. The second you do, all you see is scratches.
Right?
Honestly, I still like the B series motor, the way it looks over the K.
I get that.
And,
Yeah.
Like I understand it does
I
not
get
make as
that.
much power and everything, but it's so much prettier.
They also sound. I've heard some really sick sounding B series.
With
Like
the
I'm not
VTEC
really a Honda sound
When
guy,
that
but
VTEC kicks
some
in.
B series sound insane. If that's a trunk, that's crazy good. I'd like to know more, so I'm going to dig into the spec list right now. Tim Kenmore.
It's on air. That's kind of cool.
Is it on air? Oh my god, he wrote a novel. I can't read all this right now, bro. B20V, Skunk 2 Racing, lots of things.
Oh, you came from a CRX.
I can't zoom in for some reason.
Oh, is it all-wheel drive? Did you do the full conversion?
Let's find out.
Oh, it's a B20.
Yep.
Damn.
It's got a nitrous kit. Sick.
Like I said, there's that
It's
idea
been
that
built.
I got.
Comtech head gasket. Doesn't say anything about internals.
I hope so, man. This thing's
That's
old.
a Varus Hurdling Joker body kit. Wow. I was trying to figure out what it is. It's hard to like make out the shape of it with the livery and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough though. To take a car that's been done 1,000 times and many years ago and turn it into something that's like kind of fresh. The color choice is hiding a lot of the lines, which is the only thing for me, but that's neither here nor there.
Could just be a lighting issue.
And also,
I
yeah,
think
the
that's
pictures
probably it
too,
too.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take good pictures, like it'll pop.
Yeah.
Jay's Racing spoiler. Workmeister CR1s. Interior's pretty standard. Some Braum Racing seats.
Is that
and
an
harness.
antenna on the front bumper? Do you guys see that by the headlight?
Yes.
That's sick.
OEM. OEM antenna. Obviously an audio system. Judging by the way everything looks here, I kind of knew that already. It's covered in diamond stitch fabric. Yeah, this is good. If we were to assemble that Honda issue that we've been talking about, I think this is a damn good candidate. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure this is the same, if I'm not mistaken, Integra that won a Tuner Battlegrounds Live and
We can
got his
ask him.
one-page feature. But it didn't look like this. So let's get him on the line and find out what's going on.
All right.
Bring, bring.
Hello.
I can hear you guys. How are you?
Hey,
Yo, what's
Tim.
up, dude?
Yes, I actually got my very first magazine feature was at Tuner Battlegrounds back in like 2018 or 19.
Okay, I thought
Nice.
so. I knew I recognized the name. And it was in this
Yeah.
car, but obviously a different
It-
iteration.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got
Okay.
a couple of chances to go to SEMA, and so with those couple of trips, we just changed it up each time, sanded everything
Wait
down.
a
and-
second. You were in, what's the green hall called?
Green Hall.
The North Hall? What's the mobile audio
Yeah.
hall?
Oh, North Hall.
You were in the North Hall in SEMA. I bumped into you the last time I was in Vegas. I remember
Yes,
this
sir.
now.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, this is definitely a SEMA-worthy vehicle. So we've been talking about
Thank
the
you very
potential
much.
of a Honda and Acura themed PASMAG next year. So you're definitely in the maybe
Oh,
column.
okay.
So if you can sell us on it
Appreciate
right
that.
now, we'll stick you in there. So from the
Well,
last time you won Tuner Battlegrounds to now, what has changed?
Everything as far as the outside and the inside. The very first time I won Tuner Battlegrounds, I was just barely getting into the car. I think I might have had my air ride set up. I didn't have any of the custom speaker box or any of that we made inside. I didn't have any of the engine bay work. I got all the OBD Wellworks plates and went back and reshaved the engine bay and did all that correctly versus just kind of repainting things like I did the first time.
Hell yeah.
I want to say since the last time I think I had just got the air ride put on it when I took those pictures. So I had the airlift.
So lots
Really,
has
it's just been
done
cleaning
since.
up, like just
So everything has
details.
changed.
Really.
Lots
Yeah,
has been
since
done.
the first one, I've done the complete undercarriage. I did the subframe, paint matched all my suspension components.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Changed all the bolts and washers with underproof hardware from NPC Motorsport.
Details, baby.
Yep.
That's what it's all
Yeah.
about here. I
That's
love
all
the
it's
kit.
been,
That's a
really.
rare body kit for a rare platform.
Thank
I
you.
love that kind of stuff. I love small wheels. I'm glad you didn't go like big obnoxious wheels.
Yeah.
This is super sick.
No,
Yeah, dude.
I got a good
this
offset on
rocks.
them, but that's about it. 16x9s, -30 is the offset.
Yeah.
That's just because of the body kit.
Who did your livery or your graphic design?
The paint work.
That's
it's
all
all
paint?
My very.
Jeez.
It's all hand
Hit
painted.
the applause
guys.
button right now.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, it goes through the. Yeah, this is my best friend, guys. His name's Russell Penny. He did in the door jams, underneath the trunk panel, in the gas caps.
Wow.
Wow.
I've got
it's a
quite
lot
a
of
few
work.
other pictures that I was trying to send, but the little link would only let me upload so much. So
Oh, I gotcha.
I was
gotcha.
trying to send the ones that I could, but I do have some really good pictures of like the gas cap work and all the paint where it goes inside all the door jams and whatnot too. So
You know what?
he's very talented.
I would love to see those pictures so much that I'm
Yeah.
going to go ahead and book this as a feature. The fact that that is paint is so insane.
I said it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
insane.
it's
I
all-
wish if you opened with that, I would just been like, yes, feature, move on next. Like,
I appreciate
dude,
it.
seriously, good job, and we'll be in touch. Thank you so much for calling in, dude. We really appreciate
Yes,
it.
very much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Take
Hey,
care, man.
see you later, man.
That's paint.
That's insane.
That is paint.
Wait,
can we just
can we go
admire
back to
the
it really
paint
Yeah,
there for
let's
a
go back.
second? That is so
'cause
ridiculous.
The taillights are painted over.
Oh shit!
That's why I thought it was wrap. It was just like the whole back end. It's
That's
just
wild. I love it.
Yeah.
it's funky.
That's what building a weird show Honda is all about. Tim, I don't know how do I say that last name. Tadian.
Tadion?
Tadian.
Pomegranate.
Today on.
We have a 2020 Tacoma. First of all, great truck.
Today on the
Great
PASMAG
friggin'
podcast.
truck. How am I supposed to follow that? Very nice truck in general. Love Tacomas. Love that generation of Tacoma. I can't tell. Hold on, we got a spec list.
Yeah, I have a spec list.
Respectfully, I can't tell what's been done to it. I'm sure this is a sick car. Whether or not it's feature worthy, we're yet to be determined.
I like where the spare's mounted. It's got like a little cover on the back.
Regeared to Yukon gears. Is this like an off-road mobile?
Yep.
My assumption is it's made for off-roading. He's
Like a
regearing
camper, yeah.
Yukon 5.29 gears or 529s.
Got an
OEM
E-locker.
rear locker,
Yeah.
Eaton front e-locker. SCS F5s. Is that the wheels? I don't know what that is. 2.5 inch lift. E-Performance DSC coilover shocks, Fox Racing shocks in the rear. I mean, it seems fun.
It's a clean car. There's just not enough going on with it to kind of feature it in a magazine, I think.
Right. I think this is like a really sick project car and
Like
like
a-
fun truck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would love to have this and build this myself.
I would drive this, yeah.
And even if I was driving this, I don't think it is magazine feature worthy. I think it's on the right path to become feature worthy. I like that you've started with the unseen stuff because if you're building something long term, supporting mods are very important.
They're
A lot of people
crucial.
skip that
Yeah.
and go straight to like turbo, done.
And then
Like,
everything else breaks.
Yeah, so like the way I'm trying to think of an example. When we built my 240, the first couple episodes, no big mods, all supporting mods for future stuff, bigger fuel injectors, fuel system, fuel pump, fuel pressure regulator, oil cooling.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
not
all
as-
cooling and supporting mods before you get into the heavy stuff, because then you can just slap it on and it's ready to go with a tune or whatever, as opposed to put turbo on, overheat, oh my god, I need cooling stuff, oh I need fuel. I like that you started with supporting mods. That's really smart.
Yeah. Always do brakes and tires before you throw on a turbo to your car.
Big time.
Speak for
Brakes,
yourself.
brakes
For
are
yourself.
number one.
Turbo
It was the
first.
first thing I ever changed on
We'll
my
figure
car.
out how
was
to
the
Yeah,
stop.
wheels.
with those Honda drum brakes in the back.
Figure out how to stop. That's what the e-brake's for.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that. He's done Big Bear Trails, Odessa Sidewinder, and Bald Mountain, and more without issues. The truck is very
Fun.
capable. This seems very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets driven.
I like this because it's being driven, so I have a soft spot for like a truck that actually gets used. I think if you're trying to get featured, I don't think you're far.
Just a widow waddo on
pizzazz.
the side. Just a widow waddo.
But I think it's awesome. I'm not hating on it by any means. I just don't think it's ready for a feature. Is Tim on the line? Is that what I just heard?
No, he's
Okay.
not. But this car has hauled PASMAG booth materials.
It has. Okay, well, we're big shout out to Tim for his help with the PASMAG booth.
Functional.
Yeah, function, baby. We appreciate you submitting regardless. And like we mentioned before, anybody who submits to this will have at least a little something in a future PASMAG issue.
Yeah.
So I think Tim has earned himself a little shout out for helping with the booth.
Absolutely.
Much like, worth mentioning again, the Winner's Circle team from Salt Lake. Shout out to those guys for helping us out 2 years in a row. So if you're listening, if you're watching, shout out. Oh, Tim, our CEO, also says shout out for the pomegranate. He brought on a pomegranate at the last show. Respect.
The pomegranate lore.
Yeah.
I respect it. Is that all we have?
Yep.
Oh, dude.
All right.
Well,
that was nice.
If you didn't notice, what we were talking about at the beginning was like, taking all these different trends from all these different kind of builds and just like making it your own. And then you've seen it. It actually happened twice here.
Right.
Right. So if you can make it work,
Yeah, dude. If you want to break the mold, like we mentioned 100 times, some good execution goes a long way. You can have a weird concept, and if you execute it right, look at modified and built Lincoln. Look at lowrider styled rare body kit Integra. I'm
Paint.
trying to think of another example. Look at the Subaru that took mismatched inspirations from other vehicles that like might not even typically work and made them work well. You could have built any of those cars poorly and we would hate it. You put the effort in, you put a little elbow grease into your execution, some fit and finish, and all of a sudden it's a feature-worthy vehicle. All three of those are ending up in PASMAG because of the fit and finish. So there's a little info for the day. And since we're done looking at features early, I think we should talk about just general guidelines for getting yourself featured and things that make the difference if you guys want to start. Because I know, Julia, you mentioned before, good photos go a long way.
Oh, yeah. If you're submitting, yeah, good photos. We don't want to see some, what did you say before? Shot on a potato type photos. Or like
pictures you took with your smart fridge.
Yeah, or you edit the photo and you just like every slider goes up and it just
chill
looks,
on the filters.
You know, yeah. Like you want to like accentuate the car with the pictures, but don't like go crazy.
Yeah.
It definitely helps
If
us
you take pictures of
understand.
your own car on your phone and you're not a photographer, talk to your photographer friends. Get a little bit of their input. Goes a long way. You can learn a lot about like less is more when you want to alter a photo. What about you, Rich? Anything that like when they're submitting you want to see or don't want to see?
Well, I think when it came to like the Subaru, for example, there was like this huge mod list on the performance mods. But again,
No engine bay picture.
no engine bay pics. So submit some of that. Like let the pictures tell the story.
Yeah, lead
Yeah.
with your best, your best features. Let your best features show, especially.
What'd you spend the most money on it?
Like if you've got a limit of 4 pictures, like I don't know,
Like
I
we're
don't know
I think it's limited 5.
Yeah. Then pick.
Engine bay should be 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Make a collage.
Yeah. Make
Put
a
them all
collage on your
in
phone.
one.
definitely.
We
But
won't
yeah,
say no to that.
I would suggest show everything.
Yeah.
Show everything that you got.
That's a good call.
I think there's got to be like at least like criteria, like one engine bay picture, a good shot of like your wheels or something like
Like
that.
if you want us to really look at your car to see if we want to feature it, then show us everything you've got. Right.
Right.
Just that's.
And if you're like T and you just want to be roasted, just put that in your submission. Be like, please roast me. And we'll figure something out. What about you, Harjon? Anything that like stands out that you want to see or don't want to see either?
See, that's tough. Like, I don't even know what to look for half the time when we're looking for magazine submissions, because I'm still pretty new here. But I would say probably kind of everything that we went over, like a concise list of all your mods, and then kind of pictures of everything: interior, exterior, engine bay. Those are the 3 main things that you need to focus on.
Definitely.
If you didn't do any engine bay work, you can cross that out. Interior, exterior. If you didn't do anything on the interior, engine bay and exterior.
And learn flattering angles too. Taking like a sloppy picture of your car versus like taking a nicely framed, properly angled car that shows the silhouette probably goes a long way.
Yeah, ask ChatGPT if your picture's good. Before you upload it, just put it on ChatGPT and see if it fits, and then we'll probably put you in the middle.
Another thing as well, like make sure your Instagram or contact information's up to date. Because if we want to like follow up, look at more pictures, we can.
Yeah, that's a big point. The other thing, more stuff I don't know if it's we don't want to see, but just be mindful with your spec list. I think we've mentioned this before. We don't need to know the brand of shrink wrap you put over your wiring loom or the wiring loom itself. Like, if it's not directly related to improvement, it's not a mod. Like, maybe if it's your sponsor, okay, like go ahead and list whatever.
Yeah.
But ceramic coating, not a mod.
You don't want to hear what brand my tints are?
I don't care what brand your tints are. I barely care what percentage your tints are. Like, just things like that. They don't mean the most. And like, sure, we can include that in a giant feature spec list, but for the sake of reviewing it, we don't need to know that stuff. We can see a lot via pictures and your spec list. Don't capitalize every word, please, because I'm the guy who has to uncapitalize every word in your spec list.
So true.
Just
So
capitalize the brands and abbreviations only, please. So help me God.
Also, you said a few times today while we're reviewing cars, oh my God, this person wrote a novel. Don't be discouraged to write a novel.
Please write a novel.
Write a novel.
That's just something I'm not reading here on the air.
We need that story.
Yeah,
it definitely helps.
More story, the better.
Paint the picture.
Get sentimental. Make us cry.
100%. Lastly, be open to critique. I know taking constructive criticism is a learned skill. Some people get very upset. Don't be upset. We're trying to help you in the future. If we're roasting you, it's because we want you to do better. Unless you really didn't try, then we're roasting you and you're probably not watching. That seems fine. I had one more thing for submitting, and I've already forgotten it. That's probably it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
I think we
Covers
covered
everything.
we got a
the
few more
bases.
things to kind of talk about.
Hit me.
So start off, I mean, issue number 176.
The crazy swaps issue.
Crazy swaps issue.
The cover you see at the bottom of your screen, right? Shit. Right here. It's the V12 powered Subaru. There's also a V6 MR2. There is what else is in there? There's a bunch of nonsense. It is crazy swaps central in that issue. Oh, there's a Ford EcoBoost V6 powered Mercedes 190E with a
crazy stuff.
Evo 2 authentic kit on it from Tucci Hot Rods. It slaps. Super sick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in there. There's also a little bit about engine swaps. You can learn all about two of the most prolific engine swaps of all time, the K Series and the LS. Let us know how you feel about those. The articles do really well online, so I'd love to know if they translate. In print, we get to play with the layouts and have like a lot of cool stuff in it. If those do well, we'll do some more like in-depth engine stuff in the future. I think that would be really fun, especially with themed issues coming up. Maybe a breakdown of what's in there. And then you also said 170.
Yeah.
What else is being reprinted?
We're reprinting 4 issues.
Whoa.
They're pretty much all sold out. So you guys wanted them like crazy. So we're doing pretty much issue 174 to 177 or
174, 175, 176,
177. Yeah. So 4 issues. And then they are going to be on pre-order. So if you do want a copy, especially with Christmas around the corner, honestly sick.
The best stocking stuffers of all time.
Yeah.
And I'll be packing your orders. So if you do make an order on PASMAG and you do want any like special editions or anything like that, just drop me a little note. I'll see what I can do.
He'll pack it with love.
Well, you might find a little kiss on the envelope, but no, yeah. So
Sparkles.
Drop your pre-orders, and we'll probably get them started like as soon as possible. Hopefully, we can get them to you before the holiday season.
Yes.
And kind of get everything going from there. We do still have our Black Friday deal going on. Most likely, we're going to have it going on for a whole nother week. You get 4 print issues and a sticker pack. Honestly, being pretty generous on the sticker pack. So if it says 4, you're most likely going to get slightly more than that. It's just a good thing. And then same thing with the note section for this.
Tell us what you want.
If you want JDM issues, if you want Euro issues, you want to see engine mods and stuff like that, just drop a note. I'll definitely hook you up. And for the price, you're getting an insane deal. If you look at some of these magazines, $19 for 1 issue. And this is like in the 20s. You're getting 4 and you're getting stickers. Kind of a no-brainer. You get whatever issue you pretty much like, depending if we have stock of it. Drop a note. We'll see what we can do. But it's insane.
You should totally like take some stuff out of people's desks and just like throw it in as like a
we might
special.
throw you random PASMAG souvenirs, including stuff from around the office.
We do have a few Blu-rays, so so if you
maybe random car parts.
If you do order, and if you leave a note that says Blu-ray,
We'll give you either
as an
Arrow
Easter egg
or It on Blu-ray.
Yeah, or maybe Dunkirk if you want to go deaf.
Yeah, if you watched all the way to the end of this podcast, leave one of those notes in your order, and we'll give you some.
Oh my God! Why don't we
stuff.
do like pick a number? We'll pick a number, or let someone pick a number, and then is there a note section?
Yeah. The whole note section, you can do whatever you want.
So then just like have everyone pick or choose a number, and whoever gets that number, we throw in a special prize.
Yeah,
a turbo.
So leave a random number between 1 and 10 in your order.
Get a
comments.
race clip.
You can also leave the word Blu-ray, and maybe we'll throw you something funny.
We definitely will.
Other than that, in the meantime, you also want to follow us on all social media so you can stay up to date. You're probably watching this on YouTube or Facebook or whatever streaming service we're on currently. You also want to check out Instagram. That's where we post most of our fun stuff. And then the YouTube channel, if you want to see the long-form content, the rallies, the unboxings, the builds, the messing around at events, and so much more. You definitely want to check out our YouTube channel. Anyone got anything else to say to the audience?
Tuna Battlegrounds. You want to tease it?
Oh, Tuna Battlegrounds, yes.
Sneak peek alert.
Is it playoffs? Season 12 playoffs?
Season 12
playoffs are live, so if you want to be like Paul Sagnay or Raymond Sang or John Pruill, or who was the runner-up of that one? Sorry, whoever you are.
Why am I blanking?
Oh,
See?
Sorry.
Anna. Her name's Anna.
Oh, the Charger? Question
Yeah.
mark? Anna with the Charger.
Yep.
You're guaranteed a feature winning or getting runner-up in Tuner Battlegrounds Championship. It's also just great exposure. It's a good marketing exercise. If you have sponsors, great way to show off your stuff.
Absolutely.
Great way to get sponsors too, depending on how well you do. It's time to sign up. So tunerbattlegrounds.com. You can get registered. Also a good way to get your stuff featured here on the show. Lastly, don't forget, we want to see more of your stuff, so feel free to submit. We'll be posting this all on social media, calling for more action. We need more submissions from you guys. We still have a bunch, but we want lots because we want to view them here on the show. And with that said, I think that wraps up our 7th episode here.
Woo-hoo.
Does it not?
Already 7.
I know, right?
That's almost 2 months of doing this.
I think I have a very big life announcement to make here on the channel probably by next week. So if you've watched all the way to the end, that's a big secret. Be coming out shortly. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still hosting, so I'll be around. But yeah, till next week. Bye, everybody.
See you later.
Oh, these things suck. Oh, God.
It is.
Oh.